Hello everyone and welcome to Minecraft. I'm playing this with ray tracing enabled as there's been a recent update where the ray tracing capabilities in Minecraft are no longer in beta. Now, to be able to do the ray tracing, you obviously need an RTX 2060 or higher, and you need to go to the NVIDIA website to download the texture pack to enable you to use the ray tracing. Otherwise, the only way you can experience the ray tracing without doing that download is to download one of the ready-made worlds that are available through the Minecraft market. Now, we're playing this in creative mode. I'm playing with Chrissiecreams, and yeah, we're just basically just going to be exploring what we can do with the ray tracing textures. So I'll just bring Chrissy in on Discord. Hey Chrissy, you there?
Hi, you right? How you doing?
Yeah, doing okay. Just hang on, let me minimize that so I can see what my stream's doing. So yeah, just going to go into Minecraft now. Okay, so whereabouts are you on the map? Are you anywhere near me?
I am, yeah, in the map. I am northeast, where I'm going to be working.
I have no idea where, roughly, have no idea where that is.
If you look, yeah, northeast, it'd be the, I'll be on the last part of the island. On the island you are, but the northeast point of it to it's the ocean.
Well, I've chosen a location here because it's near the water. There's a village nearby which I'm going to annex, but I'm planning to build a castle and then maybe like build a town or something around it.
Nice.
But yeah, I just decided, yeah, play it in a bit of creative mode and just kind of have fun, just building whatever. I mean, I might set fire to these trees actually, see how well they burn down and what that looks like. Now, some of these blocks here, these ones that are showing up as pink and black, these are new. They're new materials in Minecraft, which haven't been updated with the ray tracing packs yet.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, hopefully those ones will be done soon. I mean, not all of them are new blocks because the lapis lazuli block isn't a new one, but they just at the minute they don't have any ray tracing textures done on them. But yeah, what ray tracing has done to this is amazing. It's like playing a completely different game. What did I say I was looking for? Wanted the flint and steel.
Oh,
and I'm going to go around and set fire to trees. Because I don't want all these trees here because they're in the way of me building my castle. I mean, you can't really see it during the day, like the effect that the ray tracing has on the things like the fire and that. But you can see it, like in the water, and yeah, at night you can see it. You can really see it with the fire. So yeah, just burn these trees down, like be a vandal and.
Maybe the same.
Yeah.
Quick and easy. So it's quarter block bricks. I'm going to have to mix some of them. We can make something out of that. I want something relaxing, something different, unique.
Are you going for like modern architecture on yours? Or
yeah, modern architecture. Try and make it look a bit more realism.
Whereas me, I'm going to be going for something a bit more fantasy, probably.
I've got a dodgy controller. I need to really break.
I keep saying get a better controller. Get a official Xbox One controller. It works brilliant on PC. I mean, as far as I'm aware, though, you can also use the
Mouse.
also use a PlayStation one. I mean, I would be using mouse and keyboard. I just, I'm not used to mouse and keyboard because I started playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360, so I'm more used to those controls.
See if anyone can do that. I'll probably do that now. Just snap the controller off.
I mean, even when I've been playing them on the phone, I mean, I've used the mobile controls through it, but playing it on the Gear VR, I always used a control pad for that as well.
So if you can see, we've got now shadows on this certain bit.
Well, that's like I was saying. It's the water where you can really see it. I mean, while those trees are burning, I'll just show everyone. It's the way that you got the reflections on the water, but it's also as well the distortion there that you get, the refraction underneath the surface of the water. And if I go under the water, you've got the way that how water behaves, where you get that reflection of like inside. So you got all that as well, and it's the real-time ray tracing. It is a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that works. It's one of those things where, like, you would argue, like, we don't need real-time ray tracing in video games until you actually have real-time ray tracing in video games, and then it's like very much we need this, we need more of this, more ray tracing, please. One of those things you didn't know you need until until it was there.
So something like that.
So clear these trees up because I want all of this out the way. I'll plant new trees to replace them, but I mean, you can start to see there actually with the how the light from the fire behaves as well. I mean, ray tracing itself isn't actually anything new. What makes ray tracing in the video game so special is that it's done in real time. So rather than it being pre-rendered with the how the light would behave, it's done in real time, so you get the actual reflections and actual shadows which move as the sun moves, and it simulates. I mean, I think it's been done really, really well. And it isn't something that's unique to NVIDIA. There is it is a thing that's part of DirectX 12. However, NVIDIA have really been pushing the boundaries with it and really trying to get the whole ray tracing to work. There isn't that many games that utilize it at the moment, but that'll change over time. Though you will see more and more of it.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like the shadows and stuff on things.
Yeah.
We'll concentrate on that.
I do wish that the fire would actually burn all of the tree away and not leave floating blocks of wood in the air. But it's still quicker than going around trying to destroy every tree, and I can just clear more away as I build.
I'll keep using this blooming. I've got to stop using that. Right, I'm using a mouse instead of a trigger button.
Well, I mean, yeah, look at that! Look, those God rays as the light comes in through the water there. Yeah, that there I find just amazing the way that looks. And yeah, if I look at where the sun is, the sun's slowly moving, but you'll actually watch these shadows slowly get longer and longer and longer, like actual shadows do, rather than it being what's called baked.
Mm.
Right, so let's have a look at what I'm working with here.
Can't we have now? Quicken has
So,
blue.
try and work out my my castle. So we've got that village over there, which I intend to make as part of my town or city.
Yeah.
So come do all that later. So we're probably going to plateau all of that. So it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to fill in there to clear that water out.
Is this peaceful?
Yeah, it's in peaceful mode.
Cool.
So
things hopping around, blowing up.
Yeah, no mob spawning or anything.
Cool.
And when it comes to it later on, where we may need to have mob spawning enabled, then then I'll turn it on.
Sun's about to go down.
It's the way that the light behaved in Minecraft originally was that they basically just lightened and darkened the textures on individual blocks, so you didn't get any of this like what you see here with this slight shadow that's underneath the block there. You didn't have that before. And you'll also as well notice that the they've done it where, like on these blocks of sandstone, for example, on the blocks of sand, you'll see that you got the texture itself actually on the sand itself. Looks like it's slightly raised when it's not. When you look really closely at the block, it's actually flat. But the texture pack on it, with the way that it reacts to the ray tracing stuff, makes it kind of pop out as if it is a much more detailed polygon. It's like in Minecraft itself, I think each of the blocks have something like 2 textures to them, 2 or 3 textures. Which is basically like one which is the pattern, another one is whether it gives off light, another one is whether it's transparent, and that's it. Some of those textures might be animated, but that's all you have. Whereas in the ray tracing one, it's something like 6 or 7 textures per block. So yeah, you can see there where, like on the top of the grass ones, they look like they have more polygons to them than they really do, and that pattern will slightly change as the sun comes up.
Oops. Right.
So I have seen people like using programs to make their like amazing Minecraft cities and sculptures and stuff, but to me that's just cheating. Yeah, I mean even doing it in like creative mode to some degree is kind of cheating, but yeah, it's more relaxing. You haven't got to like hunt around for the various blocks you want to build your castle with. So yeah, sometimes I just prefer just to relax and play it in creative mode. So now we're being lit by moonlight, and you can see like the even the shadows there cast by the moon. It's more reminiscent of what nighttime during a full moon actually looks like. You can see I'll go over to the village over there a minute. So you can see the way the light comes from the village. You know, the campfire, you know, and the torches, and down there where you've got that, is it a golem? You know, the reflections of the, you know, of the light there from that building in the water. And the fact that you can actually see into the water as well, rather than it just being this blue mess.
Do like the candlesticks though.
Yeah, I saw this earlier. I'm curious what this down here is. Oh, right, oh wow. There's a whole load of blocks there that I've no idea what. Can I ignite stuff underwater? But yeah, just look at the way that the light reflects off of the seaweed as well.
Let's have a look.
And there's a chest full of carrots. Oh, golden carrots. Golden axe.
Looking good.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm raiding this box. It's in creative mode.
Ha. Everything seems to be shiny. Reflections on everything. Let me just check the file. It's like income.
But yeah, to me it is almost like playing a whole new game of it. I mean, granted, I can't have the render distance set as far as I can without the ray tracing enabled, but the ray tracing makes up for that.
Right.
I need to fill that in with something in a minute.
Click over here.
So yeah, I know the clearing of the you know, doing the landscaping is a bit dull, but can't get on with the building until I've you know, prepped the ground first. Yeah, I'm not going to be clearing the entire mountain away. I just want the I just want a plateau on it that I can build like the main throne room and gardens and stuff like that in. Sun's on the way up again.
Yep.
And that's the thing as well, the way that the ray tracing affects the light in that, it actually feels like dusk and dawn. So it's like, yeah, ray tracing is a gimmick, but like I said, it's a gimmick that works because it does change the mood. You know, as you can see with like the actual textures being used on the blocks, it's not a higher resolution or anything like that. It's the, you know, the blocks are pretty much the same. It's just purely the way that the light interacts with them. You know, in that you essentially have actual light. I mean, I wouldn't say that the ray tracing stuff is perfect yet. It's still, you know, it's still very much in its infancy. But I mean, you look at the way 3D graphics has come in the last, just in the last decade alone. So 3D graphics has pretty much come along as far as it can. They can't really go much further with it. It's just, it's all you're really doing is you know, sticking in faster processors and things like that to get more, you know, higher resolution textures. But that's pretty much all you're doing with the graphics now. So it kind of needed a new thing. You know, whereas like in the late 90s, it was this move to, you know, 3D. Yeah, look at the way that you got the sun rays coming in on the grass there. You know, it's like an actual sunrise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, you know, back in the late 90s, it was the move to polygon-based graphics rather than, you know, sprites. And yeah, even with that, it was like early days with some of it. It wasn't perfect. Worlds felt quite empty because the games consoles and stuff just didn't have the memory and processing power to be able to make the games more interesting. Even with Crash Bandicoot, they effectively had to hack the PlayStation to do it, because what they were doing in there was not. They weren't supposed to be able to do it. They had to mess around with the memory thing, so it constantly loaded the environment. And you know, that was the only way they were able to do that with the original PlayStation. PC didn't really have that much in the way of like detailed 3D. I mean, yeah, 3D polygon-based games had existed for quite some time. I mean, even on the ZX Spectrum and Commodore 64, you had games that used polygon, you know, based games such as Frontier Elite, Sphinx Jinx. You know, they used polygons, but they were very, very slow and clunky. You know, very, very little detail in it, but just enough that you got the feel of a 3D game. Doom, yeah, the amount of polygons you were dealing with there was very, very, very little. For the most part, the monsters you came across, they were sprites. They weren't polygons. They weren't rendered. You know, it was just the environment you walked around in, which were very simple polygons with a bitmap. You know, it's still amazing for what they did there, but like, yeah, that was where the graphics were going, and it's like essentially now you can't really take it much further. Like the actual what's going on hasn't changed in nearly 20 years. So yeah, it needed something new. And yeah, ray tracing is achieving that.
What are you making over there?
I'm still plateauing the ground at the moment.
Right. I've done a little thing over here if you want to come over and have a look at it.
I don't know where you are.
Oh, right. When it's on the map, if you got one. It's probably best coming sunrise when the light reflects
on.
I
see it. Right, so if I go off that way.
I'm chucking everything. Because we need, when it's daylight, there's it's how light reflects on things and stuff. I'm doing one thing so you can run room so you can see what it's like with how light plays on it. I can't do much because of control.
Nearly there.
Where's the sun?
There's the sea lanterns. So you're going for some stained glass windowed.
Yeah, because you know it's how where the that's how light reflects on them.
So how do I get in?
Oh,
there we are.
Grass site. So I'm struggling to do much because the old what's it called? Put a few lights out there.
I just like the way that the light reflects off the glass as well.
Because you get the rainbow.
You get the refraction and the you get the refraction of the glass and the reflection as well. Right, where's my area gone? Right, so I want to be facing that way. But want to do, so this area here that I've already plateaued out, that's where I'm going to start building to work out a floor plan. So what do I want to work, what will I use to, how do I get all blocks up? Oh, that one. Right. So something that stands out as like rather hideously stands out. Suppose I could, I'll draw it in glowstone because then. Right. So I'm going to want a tower here. Oh wow, the sparks off of the flint and tinder.
Yeah.
So I'm only using glowstone on my build at the minute. It's not actually what I'm building out of. It's just so I've got something that stands out, so I know what I'm doing. Kind of like how you would use a pencil before you do a drawing.
You illuminating the clouds, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I am as well, yeah.
Light pollution. Yeah.
I'm not illuminating them on purpose. It's just, I said I'm using glowstone to just mark out how I'm going to be building my castle. It's just a convenient block to use because I can still see what I'm doing during the night cycle.
Right. Is that me done, I think, on that stream?
But I still haven't actually decided what material I'm going to make my castle out of yet.
What?
Oh, I do like how that crystal look to the red, I don't know what the stone is now.
You having fun?
You can kind of lose yourself in it. Want to become famous? Buy followers. No thank you. Probably a website that carries a virus. And I will earn my followers, thank you, rather than buy them. And besides, why would you buy followers like that don't actually follow you? And if you're a bot, then just a fraud if you do that. Oh, it's a fox that I can hear.
What is it?
It's a fox. That noise I keep hearing is a fox.
Oh. What type of noise is it doing?
Like a squeal.
Oh. Where I was, there's a thing. One of the foxes was sleeping inside my little hut because it was raining.
I like little touches like that. So almost got it worked out, like because it is basically I'm going to be carving into and just building a castle around what's left there. So it's like I wanted to plateau off those two, that area.
Yeah.
Just to, so I had like a flat area to like put buildings in. But I still haven't decided on a material yet. So where are you two?
Under the sea, if you want to go and find that.
I'll have a look in a bit. Like I said, I'm just having a break from it for a second. Excuse me.
Have you stopped?
What, stop the stream?
Yeah.
No, stream's still going. People are going to be watching me eat some Ben and Jerry's fudge brownie non-dairy ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, so I might even zoom the camera in so go, I'm eating ice cream and you're not.
Yeah.
Not that anyone's actually watching me at the moment. I've got one viewer, which I'm still pretty sure is me.
Huh. So I don't get viewers anyway.
You get more than I do. Although this week's been a weird one with it. It's like this last week I've had hardly anyone view me on YouTube and hardly anyone.
Yeah.
Just in general. I mean, I at least get like 2 views.
It's probably just because the new game's been coming out. People too busy playing them.
Mm. It's also as well, I think some of it, particularly with Cyberpunk, I think some of that is where people are just. What are you doing to? Are you throwing chickens all over my building?
No, I was just saying I was going to get some wasps, so they'll attack you, but they wouldn't. They'll disappear soon.
Are they actually wasps or bees?
Bees, I think, yeah. I just said, I didn't realise you was looking. I was hoping you to come down and they'll come and get you. But that's because it's on easy, innit? So they won't attack you.
They don't always attack you.
Oh, right. I thought it was when you hit them, then they.
Oh, if you hit them, yeah, then they do.
Oh, there's a poor fox down there getting attacked by a wolf.
Where did you get all these animals up here?
They were just there.
Oh, right. You got a nasty little wolf down there just killing the fox.
Chasing the fox around. The fox can't get out because I built a wall around it. See, it's like looking at the stones, the way that the textures of the stones change as the light passes over. So I'm going to stay looking at these while I eat my ice cream a minute.
Huh.
Because I mean, that's the thing. One of the things I think is cool about it, how the certain blocks look like they're actually made out of more shapes than they really are.
Mm. Cave down there.
Mm-hmm. See, this is the other thing with ray tracing. Like, if I come here to where it's rather dark, and then I look out there to where it's light, and you got that like brilliance of the light that's there, and then you go out into it, and then it, just like it would do if you were going from indoors to outdoors, where you've got that, that bloom. But then when you look out the window, it's really bright, or you look at the door and it's really bright, and then you go outside and your eyes adjust to it.
Yeah.
You got that sort of going on with it as well, and it just completely changes the look of the game. I can't wait to see more ray tracing and stuff. And I think for there, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now, and carry this on another night. So not really looking like a castle yet, but it will do.
Bright one.
It's I've got to work out how it's all going to come together first, and then I can start working on the walls and building that up. But like I said, I want to get like an entire like town and everything all around it, because it's like I've got this whole thing in my head. It's going to be a large area that's going to be taken up by it.
Okie dokie.
Right. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.